Bisping, Mr. Bisping.
We're talking there about the Conor and the Chandler fight.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we kind of have to revisit that big story that happened last week.
I totally agree.
Because I was choosing my words very carefully, because you have to, because it's a very, very delicate matter, and it's still a delicate matter.
Very.
But I feel kind of confident now going out on a limb and saying that story is absolute bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you can't look at all the stuff that's come out. I mean, she said that Conor, his security, the Heat security, and like NBA security separated her from her friend, and they went into the bathroom. That's not true, because
they walked in together.
They walked in together, hand in hand. And then they were holding hands. I mean, you seen the video? It helps him by saying that.
Yeah.
And then another video that I just seen yesterday of them hanging out, having drinks after the alleged event. Like, come on. Like, this is what I don't understand. And this, I don't even give a fuck if I get flamed for this. Why are women not upset at women that do this? Because what it does is it ends up screwing the girls and women that when something actually happens to them, and they need someone to be in their corner and be their fiduciary and be on their side. It makes it gives this illusion like, oh, okay, we got to step back. I wish we could just believe every time that happened and say, you know what? That was a very serious allegation. We need to take that serious until you give me a reason not to. This kind of stuff is what those girls that really need people to be on their side and stick by them right away. It screws them. It's absolute bullshit to accuse someone of something so terrible when there's people out there that are having terrible, terrible things happen to them, and then having to convince people that it's true because of women like this that just throw it out there just to get some fucking money. It really pisses me off.
You said it perfectly, because you're absolutely right. And it's women like that. And again, we still haven't had the case fully investigated and closed. Right. Okay. But you said the footage of them talking afterwards, they said apparently it was like an hour afterwards. I'm sure with the data, the metadata on the phone, they can see, you can see when that was recorded, and it's pretty easy to prove. And if that is true, then that's it. If they're hanging out and talking afterwards, after apparently he did what he was alleged to have done, that just doesn't stack up. And it's not what she said initially either. So the whole thing right now looks like it's absolute bullshit. Right. And as you say, there is terrible crimes happen to women every day. And it's because of women like her going out there and making these kind of allegations that they aren't taken seriously, that people don't automatically believe. Sadly, it's. I mean, she should definitely face if what we're saying is correct. Right. And I'll still be honest, we might be wrong, but I don't think we are. I feel pretty confident in my stance right now.
Yeah.
If she is lying, she needs to face serious criminal charges.
Right. And not even so much for Conor. And this is less about Conor, more about the situation, because Conor is a damn near billionaire with plenty of lawyers and resources that he can chase this down and say, look, all of this isn't true. What if that's just a regular ass guy? Just some regular dude that isn't a billionaire, that didn't have multiple security around him that could testify for him, and multiple people around him and cameras on him all the time. Like, that person is just taking a video of Conor. Like, just because it's who he is. If he wasn't fucking rich and famous, no one probably would have been filming him in a club.
No, for sure.
Having a conversation with the girl to prove that everything was fine after the alleged event. And no one would have filmed him hand in hand taking her out to the bathroom. Like, if that's a regular guy, you got nothing. You're fucked.
Exactly. It's your word against theirs.
Right.
Sadly, in this day and age, or whatever, for whatever reason,
right.
You kind of, we even said it. Sometimes there's no smoke without fire. Why would you say this? Why would you make this up?
Right.
Well, if she sees that you're driving a nice car, maybe you got a nice watch on your hand, maybe she knows a little bit about your personal details, and that you may be, doing well in life, wealthy, rich, whatever word you want to use, she may have that opinion and think, I'm going to try and do something to get some of that. And it looks like that this is what's happening. But more importantly, yes, of course, for Conor and for other people, for other women as well.
But for
other women that are flipping victims of this kind of things, that is undermining everything. It just makes me think back to the Amber Heard case with Johnny Depp. Remember that trial? Yeah. You know what I mean? And still to this day, she's being called a victim. She wasn't a victim. A judge went out there and ruled against you in a court of law. There was
a long trial. A long
trial that was very looked into. And I thought Johnny Depp was incredible in that throughout that whole thing. He was hilarious. I enjoyed that.
I still love the, why did you think that he was on cocaine? And she said he had a jar. I was like,
yeah.
Way to go, Johnny.
In our house, if ever we do a glass of wine, when we do, I always say make it a mega pint, because that's what he called it, a mega pint. Why was it so large? He says, I felt it necessary. I'm like, yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Shout out to Omasal Ruki for joining us. So what else have we got, Harrington? Non-MMA or MMA? What do we do? Where do we go? What did we say?
So there was one other fight that got announced last week that I don't know that got spoken about, and that is Umar Nurmagomedov.
Bisping, Mr. Bisping, Mr. Bisping.